Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. This is a quick little gossip chat. Who said that? Was it anybody? Was it somebody? Was it no goddamn nobody? Dumb. It was the Jasmine brand. That's what it was. It was all the Jasmine brand. But anyway, let's chit chat about the foolishness. But first things first, if you have not done so already, please come on to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff and whatnot. Okay, you can also follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. The link to all of my social medias is in the description box below. Always like the video. Now hit the little like button. You can comment in the comment section. Okay, you can hit the little share button and share it on your social media. Okay, and always relax and relate and release. Okay, so remember to center yourself and everyone around you, and always inhale and exhale. Because again, so much goes on in this world or whatnot. Now, I don't have no photos this time because I ain't got time for it. But y'all know people is, and if not, we don't care. So, Love and Hip Hop, okay, it's coming back for two new spin-off shows. Do we really care? I mean, yeah, because ain't that much on television right now. So, the regular Love and Hip Hop, like season by season, location by location, they can't do that right now because of little girl COVID. You know what I'm saying? Around here, stopping everyone's bag. Okay, so the first show is going to be called Love and Hip Hop. It's a love thing. I'm like, it's a love thing, but how much love is really in Love and Hip Hop? Now, this is going to be a couples only show, like a sexy date night thing. They say it's going to be hosted by Chris and Vanessa Spencer. A 1 hour special brings together beloved couples from Love and Hip Hop and beyond from the cast that includes Brooke Valentine and Marcus Black. Now, they were on Love and Hip Hop. They wasn't even together then, and she was a bit crazy. He was a hoe. And then they got married off camera, and then had a baby off camera. Y'all gave us season after season of nothing, and then got married and had a baby. Y'all wasted our time. But anyway, they gonna be on there, okay? Also, remind Papoose. Okay, fine. Tammy Rome and her husband Reggie Reggie Youngblood, and then Young Jock and Kendra. Did Young Jock and Kendra get married yet? I'm like, are they married? Honey, I don't know. Maybe they got married. We just don't know. But they'll be talking about how they met or whatever, what makes their relationship work or whatever. And I'm like, do we care? Now, of course, it's produced by Mona, her people or whatever. It premieres Monday, February 1st at 8 o'clock. I'm going to watch it and review it, of course, because that's what we do or whatever. And it says things is going to be taken, things. People who taking a trip down the aisle, revisiting the most epic love and hip hop relationships, the steamiest moments, the most over the top weddings and proposals. What it sounds like to me is for this particular show, they ain't got nothing else to do. So let's bring up some old shit. We're gonna leave that be. Now the second series, which seems like it's going to be interesting, okay, it's gonna be called VH1 Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition. Now this I saw before because so many people kept posting up in Arizona. I'm like, why is everybody in Arizona? What's going on in Arizona? When too many folk from the same show or the same franchise is in one place, they together. So this is what they were shooting. This is for the first time ever. Okay, cast members from all 4 Love Hip Hop cities will come together in person, honey. I'm like, okay, for VH1's new limited series. Limited, which means we're gonna have it for right now and cancel later or whatever. But okay, so Family Reunion Love Hip Hop Edition. With 2020 been a year of turmoil for the community, fan favorites unite for an outrageous, action-packed gathering to celebrate Black joy and resilience while creating new traditions. I'm like, traditions? Don't y'all mean fights and scandals or whatever? Anyway, it premieres Monday, February 8th at 8 o'clock. The 6-part series will touch on relevant, is it relevant? No, relevant. Girl, they spelled it wrong. Relevant topics including hip hop, marriage and divorce, healing broken families, entrepreneurship, and the Black Lives Matter movement. And of course, this is produced by MTV. Now, the people gonna be on here, April, don't care. Bambi, don't care. Erica Dixon, don't care. Lil Fizz, don't care. Carly Red, Mama Demon, DC's, Ray J, Lil Scrap or whatever. Trick Daddy, Trina, Sierra. Well, I think this must be what Sierra got proposed to or whatever. Yenny Smith and Young Jock with special appearances by Tamika Mallory, who was a social justice leader and co-founder of the social justice organization Until Freedom, and hip hop artist and activist, is it Maishan? I hope I pronounced that right. I want to see this one. We've seen the trailer of it, and it do seem like it's a lot of people, so a lot is going on. I do think they can kind of have different storylines going on for the 6 episodes. But again, it's because they all needed a check. They all needed a check. No one could go do anything, so that's what they did. Now, I feel like we did not need Paris. I feel like we did not need April. I feel like I don't want to talk about that. I'm like, for what? Because April, it will be discussed what her and Fizz went through or whatever. I don't know why Paris is there, because Paris is usually a pocketbook, a sidekick to Lil Zell. Paris to me isn't a cast member. She's like, a friend of the show, but I'm like, she came in through K Michelle and she then stole from K Michelle or whatnot. I don't see what she's back for. And I'm not saying I don't like Paris. I'm just also not saying that I like her. I just don't see the point. Like, she don't have a point in being there. Like, if it's a family reunion, that's the cousin that's like fourth removed who married somebody that got divorced, and they still she's the ex-wife of the cousin who always pop up. That's who the fuck Paris is. We don't need that. Not at the all. We're gonna leave that be. Kanye West, TikTok star Cole Kerrigan apologizes after claiming the rapper wanted to meet him at a hotel room, and the girl who started the rumor that Kanye was messing with Jeffree Star admits she made it up. Now, the girl who made up the rumor is the same girl who went viral for licking toilet seats during COVID. So, like I kept saying, why y'all listen to this bullshit? It's not true. It's not true at all, but people want to run with it. I'm like, I do not believe more than a man on the moon that Kanye was banged with Jeffree Star, bitch, please. Okay, but I kept saying it was from a TikTok video. It wasn't anything real. It wasn't anything real. But people ran with it. I mean, I talked about it, but I talked about how fake it sounded. Now, the dude who was saying that Kanye West tried to arrange a meeting with him, he said that after the rumor of Kanye and Jeffree Star. Now, he came back and said, oh, I was just making it up because Kanye West was out here being crazy and acting like a clown, supporting Trump. White boy. White boy, white boy, white boy. Don't you ever in your life try to lie on a black man because you upset about who he support. Shut up. And I don't like, y'all know I don't like that orange man who lives in the color of the Rice House or whatever. I don't like that man at all. But I feel like Kanye can, support who he wants to support without someone making that rumor that he's gay and cheat on his wife with some crazy ass halfway racist, or maybe all the way racist, makeup blogger. I'm like, girl, the fuck is wrong with y'all? And then the girl, the TikTok girl who name I don't even know. Well, not her name. What's her name? Her name is Ava Louise. Okay. She then said, there's literally not one bit of truth to anything I have said. I just tricked the entire world into talking about me again because I was on a lot of Adderall and I was bored. Meaning the first time y'all brought me up was because I was licking toilet seats. Now I'm just spewing out shit out my mouth and y'all listening. We need to stop giving people the attention they want. But I feel like, girl, go ahead on somewhere. But again, I told y'all before, Kanye West could cheat on Kim, but this is not gonna be Jeffree Star, and I don't think at all that he's gay. Okay, we're gonna leave that be. Now it says Salt of Salt and Pepper says her relationship with her kid's father is off limits for her upcoming biopic. I'm weird about people who wants to have biopics on their life, but then want to say, you know what, don't talk about that. Oh no, not that either. Oh no, not that either. I feel like if you don't talk about your whole life, how can you not cover your husband who you have been with or had been with for 28 years? You know what I'm saying? I know now she put she's been divorced for about a year now, and I went through a really difficult divorce. It was hard. one of the darkest times of my life because it took so long. I was with my husband for 28 years. It was me trying to fill someone else's void, and I didn't realize that I was doing that. Sometimes we make ourselves small to fit into someone else's box and accommodate them. A lot of times we do that with men, and when I was coming out, it was a long process of me coming out of the dark part of my divorce. And I'm not saying anyone or the biopic had to cover her divorce in full, but I do feel like we need to see that part. Like, I want to see Pepper and Tretch's bullshit. I want to see her birth little Aegis badass. Okay, I want to see a lot of things that went into them being Salt and Pepper, and even the reason why they split up and went their separate ways when Salt didn't want to be, in the group anymore because she wanted to be holier than thou or whatever. So I feel like, I get she doesn't want to relive a divorce that was messy, but I do feel like that man was your husband for 28 years. Y'all had 2 children. Like, how can that not be talked about in a biopic of your life in this group? A part of your story is you meeting that man, getting married, and become a different person. That part should be covered. I'm not saying the last 10 years should be covered, but when y'all was Salt and Pepper, that needs to be covered. And the end of it needs to say Salt and her husband, 28 years, divorce. Boom, and leave it at that. I just don't like biopics that has rules and guidelines to what they not gonna talk about. I'm like, then what's the point of having an honest biopic? Don't do that to me. Don't do it. So the Salt and Pepper biopic will premiere on January 23rd. Yes, absolutely, I will be reviewing that. Okay, I'm reviewing that, and I'm reviewing Wendy's stuff too. So leave that be. Azalea Banks disturbs fans after digging up a dead cat and cooking it on social media. Now, I seen that like trending on Twitter. I seen people posting things about it on Instagram. I actively chose to ignore that shit because why do I want to see somebody cook a cat? Like, at what point in my life do I say, oh, they say she cooking cats on Twitter? Let me go see. I'm like, that's just weird. So I did not watch the video. Don't need to. I think the most I seen was something like a being drugged. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I read the caption. I'm looking like, cooking a cat. Just keep on scrolling. Azalea Banks is kooky. She's weird. She does different shit. She's a person of her own sanity, okay? I don't pay attention to anything that she do. I think she does things for shock. And I don't know the reason for digging up a cat and cooking it. I have no idea. I don't know that life. But I don't see the point of her posting it on social media. It was just weird. Okay, now the Jasmine brand said that Azalea Banks is never one to shy away from controversial moments, and this time she has many of her fans concerned and disturbed. Okay, a graphic video of Azalea cooking her dead cat made its rounds on social media today. In the clip, she is seen digging up her cat before stirring a boiling pot, showing the animal in the pot. I just like. Let's just move on past that because it's like, what do you say to that? People should be confused and just completely shocked and worried that she may be bad shit crazy because it's not what you do, it's the reason you want to share it. And you know what? It's like if a person like the 2 girls 1 cup. Okay, 2 girls 1 cup. If you want to have another girl and put stuff in cups and eat it, why are you showing us though? It's like, I don't get why people do weird, nasty, that's not completely normal things and then want to post it on social media and say, look at this. Okay, take a whole look at this shit here. It's like, no, we don't want to see that. It's like, no, keep that to yourself, okay? It's a lot of things that do not have to be on social media. Two girls and one cup is one thing, and cooking a dead cat is another. Girl, it'd be the bullshit I've ever seen it. Okay, Basketball Wives season 9 is coming back to the TVs. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get pissed at Shawnee and them again. Oh, because yes, I'm going to review it. Okay, because again, it's people. Yes, I'm a review. Leave it at that. Okay, so they released the trailer, and Shawnee's back, Evelyn's back, Jen is back, Malaysia's back, Jackie's back, OG is back, and Furby's back. Okay, yes, Furby. Season 8 was a complete shit show. Season 8 made us all have a disdain for, Evelyn, for Shawnee, for Furby, who doesn't matter, whatever. It was more Shawnee and Evelyn who was like, we hate you bitches right now. We don't like y'all. Based on how they treated OG. Okay. Ocho Cinco wanted me. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. So the way they treated her was horrible. And they made a point, well, the world who watched the show made a point to say it looked like it was colorism issues, and it was. And the fact that Shawnee kind of ignored it, I mean, for it to come back, y'all have to first address that shit, because I don't want to watch y'all kumbaya and lunching and getting hair done and whatever the fuck y'all may want to do on the show. If y'all cannot acknowledge what happened last season, how wrong it was, and how y'all need to be better. I feel like they want to come back because, okay, it's Black Lives Matter. We're all supporting other black people. It's kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya-ness amongst black folk. We want to be united as a society, around here. Basketball wise, I don't want to hear that shit at the all. If Shawnee and Evelyn's old tackhead ass cannot admit they was dead ass wrong for how they treated OG for just being a boss bitch that she was to them hoe assholes, I don't want to see it. I'ma read y'all for filth every single time. I feel like every reviewer, we talked about it on the panel on Scotty's channel just this past Monday, and I think all YouTubers kind of had the same idea of, we're going to watch it and review it, yes. But if they come with the bullshit and cannot admit what went wrong, we're going to read them for filth every single episode. Okay, so go ahead and get ready for that. Now, they're also supposedly... who else coming back? Ocho Cinco wanted me. I don't know why it's stuck in my head. Oh, Kristen don't matter. Kristen is back, but I told y'all, Kristen is like a couch. Like my couch back here, like y'all see my couch, it's a whole section. My couch is always sitting there, but no one cares. You know what I'm saying? So that's Kristen right there. That's Kristen right there, whatever. Because we don't care. And they also are adding Lamar Odom's ex, Eliza Morales, who has 2 kids with him, and then Nia and Noria Dorsey. I don't know who they are. I googled Nia Dorsey, and I think she's like in sports, but I'm not sure. Don't hate me because I don't know her. I don't know a lot of people is. But again, I think the big thing is, Lamar Odom's ex coming on. Now, someone also mentioned this, who said, is this show about, is any of them actively wise? It's like, only Jackie. Only Jackie. The show really should no longer be called Basketball Wives, because again, none of these hoes is wives without Jackie. We can leave that be. So the show comes back on, when is it? February 9th. So February will be a busy month for YouTubers, okay? Because some of the stuff comes on right at the end of January and then all through February. Rapper YFN Lucci. What is a YFN? Why is a young fella? No. Is it yes fella? No. I don't know what it is. Young fool. Nothing. I don't know. Anyway, rapper YFN Lucci is wanted by the cop for his role in the shooting death of a man in Atlanta. Now we know that he is a man that dates or dated Regine, okay, you know, Lil Wayne Toya's daughter, and they were dating before he was older with kids or whatever. He was the one who kept having them cucumber challenges or whatever. They had then broke up, and she said, "Oh, I don't want him. I'm moving on. I am better than that." And then she got her tits done and she got back with him or whatever. I don't know if Regina is with him now. I mean, she was recently with that man and whatnot. I feel like though, if he's out here committing murders, she may leave him alone. Anyway, but again, he's wanted by the Atlanta police. And I'm like, really? Now, his real name is Rayshawn Bennett. Then where get Lucci from? Anyway, it says according to the people or whatever, 29-year-old, her name, YFN is wanted for the death. Reportedly on December 10th, a person was shot in southwest Atlanta. Upon arrival, okay, the cops found 28-year-old James Adams lying in the street with a gunshot wound to his head. Damn. Headshot, damn. He was rushed to Grady's hospital, but he passed away. Now, then says in a matter of minutes at that same hospital, a second victim, 32-year-old Kevin Wright, arrived suffering a gunshot wound, and subsequently he survived his injuries. But however, they think the two shootings were connected because they both, I guess, happened at the same time or whatnot. And so they want YFN Lucci. He's charged with, they're gonna charge him. Okay, he's wanted for this crime. Okay, for felony murder, aggravated assault, participation in a criminal street gang activity, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Girl, and they like, if you got, they won't. He don't call Crime Stoppers. Girl, look, I always say, if you was a famous person, you should not be out here committing no robberies, no murders or whatever. Look, you can be wrong place, wrong time, and be around when someone else does some bullshit, but you should not be involved or whatever. I feel like, did the second dude who came to the hospital say it was him, it was YFN, you know what I'm saying, Lil Dude Lucci or whatever, and now the cop want him because they not saying anyone else they want, just YFN. Girl, these rappers keep getting in trouble. It's stupid. I mean, if you wasn't getting arrested and wanted for murder before you was a rapper, why would you want to be doing that shit? Not like, I never get, they don't get in much trouble before getting on. They then get on and get involved in bullshit. Like, why is you around? Because he wanted for murder. You got the baby in LA, you know, for gun charges or whatever. All this shit going on, and y'all is just dumb. This is a waste of talent, okay? You have to learn when you make it, leave that ghetto bullshit in the ghetto. And I'm not saying forget who you are or where you come from, but at a certain point, you have to leave the bullshit that gets you arrested and in prison alone. Just stop. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. Tyler Perry's the have and the have-nots to end with season 8. So the season finale, the mid-season finale came on tonight. Look, I used to love Tyler Perry shows. I used to review the have and the have-nots, If Loving You Was Wrong, you know what I'm saying, and what else? It was on the show here. I can't remember. But the shows are shitty now. The writing is shitty now. And the reason I realize the writing is so shitty is because there's so many amazing shows that are on that I'm looking like, why can't Tyler Perry be like 5 times, you know, better than what he is? I'm like, it's bad writing, some of it is bad acting, but I mean, like, it's just dumb. I mean, the way that he ended If Loving You Was Wrong with all these, he didn't answer, like, you knew the series was ending. We waited about a year for the last season, and you ended the shit on a cliffhanger. I'm looking like, what the fuck? What happened? What's going on? We don't know. So I feel like, you know, them acknowledging today that this is going to be the last season. The show is ending. You know, the full season with season finale comes on in, I think in March. Either in March or May. One of them in months. It needs to be a clean ending. Like, I don't want to end shit. We have to figure out what's going on. I feel like Tyler, look, I don't know if Tyler Perry he may have been depressed. He could have had a hard year. I don't know. It has to be extremely difficult to work at the level that he works, because we not going to act like that man not put in no work. But you have to sometimes realize quality over quantity over quality is not it in this day and age. The fact that you have Issa Rae killing it with Insecure, you have Lena Waithe killing it with The Shy and Boomerang and 20s, okay? We just have all these amazing black producers, actors, directors, creators who do such wonderful shit. You have Ava DuVernay doing great shit. You just have all this Shonda Rhimes doing great shit. Like, people is doing great work. And you have Tyler Perry, who has an hour show with 5 minutes of dialogue on it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you wasting my time? For what? I feel like the 8th season being this series end, I'm completely fine with that, because I can't. The fact that this season nothing has really happened. Even the season finale was a bunch of fucking conversations that led to nowhere. I think the best part of the have and have-nots is Hannah's character, and the actress who plays her is amazing. Okay, we got dumbass talk truck Nick Benny, who's sexy as hell, but dumb as a box of rocks. You know what I'm saying? It's so much wasted potential on the show, and I'm like, at what point do you see that and be like, you know what? That's shitty, but I love it. We're going to keep it. And I'm like, I get a check of the check. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm the actor, I'm not going to correct the creator because I want my job. But as a fan, as a TV reviewer, the have and the have-nots is a shitty show, and has been a shitty show for at least 2 seasons. At least 2 seasons, if not 3. The first 4 seasons was fine or whatever. But Catherine is in jail for a murder that happened 3 seasons ago. It took 3 seasons to say, oh, the lady got killed. Yep, she got killed. Well, who killed her? I think it was Catherine. And nothing happened, girl. The fuck bye. Anyway, go away. Okay? Go away from here. Do not come back. Run away, Simba, and never return is what needs to happen. And the have and have-nots was the first scripted drama on OWN, okay? And it's the last show that Tyler Perry has on OWN. His other shows, which he has, that's on BET with the sisters. He has The Oval, and he has Bruh, and he has Bruh, and then Ruthless on BET Plus. But girl, good riddance to bad rubbish. I don't want to down the man, because I believe we should support black people or whatnot. But Tyler Perry be on some bullshit, and I'm tired of it. Okay, all up and through. Anyway, let's see. Chris Rock says he was considered for roles on Friends and Seinfeld. I would have been the black friend. Yes, because there was no other black people on either of those shows. I think Gabrielle Union was the black girlfriend at one point. Aisha Tyler came back. No. Gabrielle was the black girl that both Joey did they both like Joey and Ross both liked her. And when Aisha Tyler came on, I think Ross liked her. But they don't do many black people on that show at all. I think they just don't. That's on them. Don Lemon called Trump the biggest snowflake of them all as he lashes out about the president's response to the violence on Capitol Hill. Don Lemon deserves the gold medal. Okay, because he be hilarious when he is over the bullshit of it all. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey have reportedly been dating for more than 4 months, okay? And he has been ready for a serious relationship. A lot of people had felt 2 different ways about them, coming out about their relationship or whatever. One, oh my God, she's always dating somebody. My issue wasn't that she's always dating someone. I just feel like I don't know what she do that it matters that of who she's dating. I'm like, is she a model? Is she a designer? So I was confused about what's the reason that she's famous? Because I don't want someone to only be famous for dating multiple men. You know what I'm saying? Future is a slut. He's a slut with horrible pullout game, okay? But Future was popular as a rapper before we knew he was a slut. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like. So I feel like if I just knew what she did, I would be happy. I want to support her. Like, because she looks beautiful. I want to know who lays her edges. You know what I'm saying? Do you have some edge cream? Some gloss? I want to support you, but I don't know what it is or whatever. And maybe she's just an IG model. I don't know. It could be what it's gonna be. Kodak Black says he's lonely and sad and depressed while in jail. That's a double-edged sword because you do not want anyone in the system getting to that point, because we know that suicide is very, very high with some people who be in prison and be isolated. At the same time, I don't remember why he's in jail, but I do also feel like if he did what he did, that's a part of being in jail. So I just hope, if he is having depression issues or anxiety or whatever it may be, they get him the help that he needs. I just hope that. Kevin Hart reportedly inks a 8-figure deal with Netflix, will star in and produce at least 4 movies. I don't need that. Netflix just put out like a 4-minute trailer for all the movies they have for 2020. They have a new movie each week on their platform. And it was some amazing movies that they saw that I saw previews for. Netflix, which has raised their prices, okay, but I feel like seeing what they have coming, I see why. Like the just amount of great shit that look like it's coming, I get it. But Kevin Hart has this way of producing and being in shit that's the same thing but a different title with a different hat and different pair of pants but the same outfit or whatever. And I don't want that. Like, I think if you're going to produce and star in at least 4 movies, I just needed to not be the same Kevin Hart. I like Kevin. I'm a Kevin Hart fan, but I don't know. But I just please don't do that. And then lastly, what I'll talk about, LaToya Luckett, announced her divorce from her husband, Tamikis Walker. Okay, now Tamikis denies cheating on her. Bullshit, if I ever seen it. Okay, now Toya posted, after a very prayerful consideration, Tamikis and I have decided to get a divorce. Okay, it is my deepest desire for us to be loving and co-parenting and keep a peaceful environment out of respect for our children. Please understand our need for privacy. Thank you in advance for your prayer, support, and space to heal at this time. Okay, and in time, like I'm saying to any married couple, trust that God can work things out despite what might be the present state right now. Okay, God is the only person that can change the circumstances. I never wanted a divorce, but outside forces can create a lot of confusion. And for the record, I never stepped out on my wife. I mean, when outside forces is somebody else's coochie, what do you expect? The way Tommy acted towards her, towards LaToya on Tiny, T.I. and Tiny's Family Hustle, you could tell they was not gonna last. Like, it's not even saying that marriages don't go through ups and downs, but it was the way he acted towards her, how he would gaslight her, how he would just be mean and rude towards her. I'm like, they not gonna make it. She seemed to really want to work it out, and I feel like he just wanted to not look like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And Ashley, Ashley Miller, who has YouTube as well, she was on Twitter, and she's like, the minute that, I knew it was over was because they had John Gray as their counselor. John Gray has his own mental issues. Tommy seemed to not want to acknowledge that there was a lot of rumors and speculation about him cheating. Tommy would out the blue leave and go to whatever state his daughter lived in. He would consistently lead Toya in whatever state and then go off to see his daughter in another state, and he just needed like a break. That ain't how marriage works. You know what I'm saying? If you can't bring your daughter home to visit you and your wife, that don't work for me. From the moment he was like he needed time to leave to go spend time with his daughter, who Toya had a good bond and relationship with, and the little girl would come visit them. If he has 2 or 3 days to go visit her, then he can go get her and bring her back. Okay? Anyone who wants to keep their family separate, he ain't ready for no damn marriage. And Toya may have been ready for marriage, and Tommy may have thought he was ready, but clearly he was not. Okay? Now they do have, of course, their daughter and the new baby son, Tyson, who was born like a month or so after the accusations. He was born September 14th in 2020, and it was right after the rumors came out about him, and it was some video, okay, of someone who looks just like him, you know what I'm saying, with somebody else. And I was not surprised by the least bit when they announced the divorce. Now, first of all, when the news first came out, she had took off her IG that she was a wife, and she removed the last name Walker. She's well lucky, but she then added wife back to her IG profile, but she still left off Walker. And then at first she was still wearing her wedding rings, and then after a little bit after that, she stopped wearing the rings. We stopped seeing either of them post each other on their pages on IG or whatever, and I'm looking like we kind of know it's over because of the rumors for one. And I think when you already have issues before you get pregnant, you then get pregnant, and then while you're pregnant, it's rumored that your husband is cheating on you. Like, it's just, girl, it's just not. And they probably tried to work it out, but I mean, it's based on how we saw him treat her on the show. They would have, like, it was bad. It was some bullshit, and she deserved better. So again, let him divorce in peace. We hope they can still co-parent or whatever, and hopefully he will learn from his lessons, and they could get remarried later on. Who knows? But Toya, leave that man in 2020, girl, and keep it pushing or whatever. Okay, anyway, that's the last topic I have, y'all. I am done. I will talk to y'all later. I'm not even going to edit this. I'm going to bed, okay? Anyway, until next time, peace.